Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Juggernaut, and I wish you a very merry, happy New Year and Christmas. Well, I'm a bit late for Christmas, granted, but unless you're following the Julian calendar, but our Christmas is in a couple of days. But yeah, overall, I wanted to take a couple of minutes to reflect on the previous year, which has not been great in any way, shape, or form, although, yeah, to be honest with you, I find myself saying that, I think, more and more often. We've had the whole pandemic year/years, and then, you know, it's sort of been going a bit downhill ever since, right? I mean, obviously it depends on your personal situation a lot and where you're living, but generally speaking in the world, I don't think we've had it easy, I would say, both through tragedies, through wars, through, you know, all sorts of bad things happening, and my country hasn't been any different, and my personal life hasn't been much spared the, I say, global trend of things not being, oh, so swimmingly great, right? However, based on all of this, I would say that I wish everyone the exact opposite for 2026, especially on if I may take a moment of personal, well, not necessarily complaining, but if I may take a personal moment, shall I say, in this video, generally speaking, you know, with the protests, the tragedies that have struck our nation and everything, it's and the government response and lack thereof, I suppose, to all of that, it's been pretty depressing, I would say, for throughout the year, and I'm hoping to, you know, hoping some of those things get rectified, at least in 2026, although I'm keeping realistic expectations. On a more personal level, I'll be looking for a new job as well, so yeah, like I said, pretty much what I had, I wish everyone the exact opposite for next year, or the current year, I suppose, because we are in 2026 already. At any rate, I do have some news for the channel itself, of course. The next Let's Play, I believe, freely announce it now, although it's going to take a little bit of time to actually start uploading those videos, because I want to finish at least one of the current Let's Plays that I have, and I want to swarm the channel with 4 different series. That'd be a bit too much. But as soon as one of them finishes, the next Let's Play is going to be the Dawnless Days mod for Lord of the Rings Total War, or rather for Attila Total War, but it's a total conversion mod into Lord of the Rings Total War. And afterwards, we will see. I still firmly believe in that sentence from a while ago that someone, well, that comment from a while ago that someone wrote, that no self-respecting Let's Play channel can be a Let's Play channel without having at least one playthrough in Baldur's Gate. I genuinely do believe that still, and that Let's Play will happen, just so... But at the same time, by the time it happens, maybe the next Lorien Studios game gets released, so, you know, we will see. It'll definitely be one or the other, shall we say. But at any rate, I'm looking forward to that, and then I also think I need to lower down the volume a little bit on my end. Just give me a second. There we go, and outside of that, I also fully intend on finishing both Mass Effect and finishing, what was the other one? Bioshock, right? I also have 2 more Bioshock games to go through, although those are, I would say, somewhat easier to go through and generally faster, so it's not as big of a drain on my time or anything. They're also very easy to record ahead of time whenever I'm not that busy. I can record multiple episodes, so that's happening. And then as far as anything else is concerned, I leave that up to the moment, right? If there's a particular game that I really, really like, I will Let's Play that. If there is a game that I have in the backlog that I really want to play for YouTube, then, you know, I will do that as well. I will decide things on the fly, as it were. As far as the PC market is concerned, there's something I do have to address, is the, well, rumours we received on New Year's Eve, well, as far as I'm concerned, depending on your time zone, of course, but exactly at New Year's Eve, a couple of hours before 2026, we received news that GPUs will be jumping in price by about 200%. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that, but we have news from Nvidia coming out that they will raise their prices from $2,000. A $2,000 card will now be $5,000. So it's not good. It's I do not see a single positive thing in that. Someone is saying that this will be a ginormous step back for generally game development and everything. You know, that there will need to be a radically different, where the hell are those bullets go? A radically different technology that needs to be applied now because of the prices of RAM skyrocketing and everything. And, well, on a more selfish note, I suppose that could potentially make Let's Plays a little bit more popular because people can't afford to, you know, pay for a $10,000 PC and for all of their games and everything, so rather selfishly that might be good for me, but it's not good for the entire community. I don't think it'll have much of a positive impact on me either, as selfishly as I want to look at it, which I don't, obviously, but just did cross my mind, I suppose. So, you know, the very first news we received in 2026 seems pretty on par, I would say, with the previous year, but let's not be downers, shall we say. At any rate, I am also planning to cover more of the armor stuff that I've played up until this point. I'm still... maybe shocked is the wrong word, and might come off as a bit rude or might misconstrued or whatever, or might be misconstrued rather, but I am still pretty surprised that people are enjoying that, like I mentioned in the videos, given the language barrier, given everything, but I do suppose it is really rare content that you don't get to see much elsewhere, right? Like, I know of a couple of people that occasionally do armor videos and large operations like that take, you know, hundreds, well, dozens, if not hundreds of players, so on and so forth. And so I understand that, given the fact that those operations don't happen very often, that people might be a little bit more interested, despite it not being in their language, despite not understanding everything, etc., etc. Just generally seeing how all of that works can be pretty entertaining, and fair enough. It's exactly why I joined the group as well, because I don't have an opportunity to play with that many people anywhere else, save from maybe PlanetSide, but even that game isn't as active as it used to be, so yeah. Totally understand it, and I'm more than willing to cover more operations, although, how do I put this? Some of the operations that we do are a little bit controversial for YouTube, in that sometimes we don't exactly play what history views as the good guys, right? And it's a little bit problematic to put stuff like that up on YouTube. And I know that the official community YouTube page also had problems every time they played as as they played as either Germany in World War II, or they played as Yugoslavia in the wars of the 90s, or if they played as the Russians in any war that Russia was ever involved with in recent times. Well, not in recent times. They played like the Russians in World War II as well. They had problems and some shadow bans and YouTube strikes and stuff like that. YouTube's not showing those notifications because they're politically problematic and so on and so forth, so all kinds of controversial issues like that. So I'll try and cover the stuff that won't exactly shoot my channel in the foot. I'm sorry, but what can I say? Take it up with YouTube, right? It's their decision to view historical reenactment as political activism. I would say that's pretty much nailed the issue, I think. My modest opinion, if I can say so myself, right? But at any rate, be that as it may, it is extremely entertaining, and all the guys in the group are very, very fun to play with. They're very friendly, and generally speaking, I've had nothing but positive experiences from playing in that group, and I'm looking forward to delivering more. And also, obviously, showing how the level up system works, or how you gain rank and stuff, which technically I already have, but that was just a trial period, and you know, after going through the trial period, you turn into a regular soldier, and then going up from there takes a little bit more time, but is still pretty, I would say, pretty straightforward. Right, is there anything else that I'm missing? Well, as far as the channel news are concerned, I also would like to do a few more first impression videos this year, something that I haven't been really doing that much of recently, I think, for a variety of reasons. I mean, one, for certain periods of the year, I've barely had time to keep up with the regular Let's Play stuff. On the other hand, I have been a bit lazy, and it does take more effort, and it takes more time to prepare a first impressions video, so I definitely want to do more of that, because it'll, well, it'll be good for the channel on one hand, like, it'll bring new people, bring my videos to new people, hopefully searching for some of the newer games, but I think it's also an important aspect of the channel that I don't just do regular Let's Plays. I will occasionally cover new games, indie games, stuff like that, and hopefully share some good news about quality games out there that might go a bit under the radar, right? Yeah, right, that's about it. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I wish you nothing but the best for 2026. I would like to thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for sticking around with the channel. I hope I can provide good entertainment for you, and I'm hoping that, well, like I said, this year treats us a little bit better than the previous few have. At any rate, that will be pretty much all. I will see you all in the next video, and in the next few series that I intend on doing, right? Oh, nearly forgot. The live streams. Yes, the live streams will still be happening, although the schedule of which I still do not have, and probably won't for a while, because, well, I don't know what my job will be 2 months from now, and I don't know how that will affect my streaming capabilities, along with, you know, everything else that's going on with the Armor Group, and with the Let's Plays, and First Impressions, and so on and so forth. Depends on how busy I will be, but they've been a blast too. Just neglected to mention that as well. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Have fun, take care, and happy 2026.